Hey everybody, it's time for my video. It's time for my late, out of date Disney Channel 2000 Disney Channel 2020's new episode review and react webcam review and reaction. Depending on the quality of the episode intro. Depending on the quality of the episode, it will be either on camera. If it's a really good one, it will be on camera. If it's, my opinion, weak or terrible, it will be off quote unquote camera. This is for 2020's Disney Channel shows. The first is Secrets of Sulphur Springs, which premiered in 2021 and it's about to start its third season. I would have done seasons 1 and 2, but I was mad with the cancellation of my favorite shows, and as such, I didn't really get a chance to really get into this show, which is a darn shame because the show is pretty good. The second is this is the weakest of the 2021 shows, and that's The Villains of Valley View, which premiered last weekend. This is the weakest of the Disney Channel shows, in my opinion. Most of their stuff will be off camera because this is the weakest and worst of the Disney Channel shows, of the new 2020s Disney Channel shows, and I might even say probably one of the worst and weakest of Disney Channel period. Now, then you got the next one, Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion, the Lucha Libre Wrestling crime fighting television series. This one is much better, and in my opinion, is one of Disney Channel's best new shows. According to Comet, is so far this show and along with Villains of Valley View, they represent the lowest rated views. They represent the lowest rated premieres of any shows, and in my opinion, Disney Channel kind of deserves it. I hope Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion doesn't get grouped with the substitute that is Villains of Valley View, but you cannot shove these shows down people. You cannot cancel the shows we want and then shove these down people's throats. And I think that's one of the reasons why the viewership is so low, despite being premiering around the right time, which is the summer, which is the quote unquote summer. Yeah, and as such, I haven't really got into much of these quote unquote shows, despite how good these shows was, particularly Secrets of Sulphur Springs and the other show, because Disney Channel quote unquote shoved Disney Channel canceled the ones I wanted, Sitting to the Max, Coop and Cammy Astorworld, Gavin Renity and Siddles, and just roll with it in favor of these quote unquote shows. So as such, myself and I guess a lot of people didn't really watch or bother watching. They were invested in another cast. They were invested in the previous 4 shows I mentioned. They were invested in those characters and in those shows, and now you immediately try to you cancel those and try to shove a new generation down our throat, and then just ain't happening. Well, this is the intro. I'm only gonna have one quote unquote song. So with that being said, you don't hear the rest of the music. No. So get ready right now. Let's get it started.
Can't stop this party to sing.
People, it's now time. This is gonna be five. This is gonna be five. This is gonna be one video for 5 episode reviews and reactions of my much larger 2-part season one of Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion. Yeah, this is my late out of date post reaction and review of each episode. The episode that will play in the background is the third episode. Of season 1, Lucha Royale. Like I've said in plenty videos and comment sections, this is my all-time newest and favorite and best Disney Channel show. Like I said, I was bomb angered and in a funk when they canceled City to the Max, Coop and Cammy Ask the World, Gabby the Randy and Citables, and Just Roll With It. Especially City to the Max and Gabby Randy and Citables. Just Roll With It had already ended, and Coop and Cammy Ask the World. Coop and Cammy Ask the World had been over for a year, but it was 2021 when we needed the confirmation that show was officially over. Those shows were great and they were awesome. I hate how they went away. But this new show is the best they've ever been. A Lucha Libre crime fighting show. A Lucha Libre crime fighting show, and another comedy-driven superhero action cartoon in Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion. This is the superior superhero show compared to that other sorry excuse of a superhero and villain show, Villains of Valley View. Well, anyway, let me get started right now.
Yes. Don't you think you deserve at least one fun night with the family? Besides, do you know how many times I can say come on in here? Let me grab my mask.
No. Like I said, it's my all-time favorite show. Each episode was awesome. Each one was better than the last, with episode 4 being the weakest. You had the first episode, which introduces us to the main characters. Cruz, who is the secret identity of who is the secret identity of the Black Scorpion superhero, one of my all-time number one favorite characters. He's the he also owns the gym. Where a bunch of the luchadors come and train, and he also works at the school. He's usually seen at the school with Ultraviolet. Scarlet Estevez's quote unquote character. I love the teacher-student relationship. You got Black Scorpion, who's the big tough veteran superhero and wrestler, trying to teach the younger, immature Ultraviolet what it truly means to be a superhero. This is Ultraviolet's journey to becoming a real superhero, where she's all about being a superhero for popularity, fashion and stuff, quote unquote fashion and stuff. So he goes around. The show usually starts off with them fighting crime. Then it goes to the situation comedy elements with their family life, and we're introduced to their family life. Then we got my other favorite character, Santiago. I think Sanchez. I think that's his last name. I keep forgetting their last name, but Santiago, who is Brandon Rassau, who is Cody. He was Cody in Disney Channel's Fastlane. And he was Jake in the Crush Hour episode of Sydney to the Max, Sydney's Crush. Yeah, he's a main character in this sitcom. Happy to see him back on Disney Channel.
Way too excited because he's coming, and you're all gonna eat your words, and they'll taste like a bread.
And
as your mother, I'm a little upset.
what else about this show? Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion. Then we have her family. There's Nina. And then there's Juan, I think that's his name, Nina, and Juan. Then we have Ultraviolet's. We have quote unquote We have Ultraviolet's quote unquote best friend, partner in crime, Maya, who she's the only person who knows Ultraviolet's quote unquote secret, that she is secretly quote unquote, I'll get that later, she is quote unquote a superhero. She is quote unquote a superhero. So yeah.
Oh. What, you come back tonight to reclaim your title? But I was retired. But it is weird being on the outside.
Yeah. What else? Yeah,
The
Ultraviolet.
ring hasn't been the same since.
Yeah. Ultraviolet's a superhero. In the first episode,
It's not for me.
Ultraviolet wants to use her superhero. That's the other thing, the mask. That's I described to you the basic plot, but the other main plot, I described to you basically the main plot, but the basic plot is that there are a bunch of magic masks, and each one chooses the wearer, similar to Green Lantern's power ring. Green Lantern's power ring. Ultraviolet, she wants to use her newfound super speed and mask and superhero identity for popularity at school, but Cruz is totally against it and tells her if she does it, she'll be following the path of the Rudo, which in Lucha Libre Wrestling means bad guy. Of course, you know the drill. By the end of the episode, she decides not to do it, but she does agree to continue the live stream, much to Cruz's annoyance. Then you got the second episode, which the live stream is part of the second episode. She likes entertaining her audience with her superhero identity, and so so her and Maya go out and keep trying to film themselves doing superhero activity and fighting crime. She doesn't get the correct lights on one video, and quote unquote goes into a quote unquote funk. So then she decides to do something bold, and that's go on a dangerous mission with Maya to literally fight real, actual crime. And this is where Cruz saves her butt and intervenes and beats up the superheroes, beats up the supervillains, and angrily lectures her for trying to use her superhero for trying to putting herself in danger for the sake of getting likes. And this is where Ultraviolet figures out she's not a superhero. She throws the mask out. I keep forgetting how she gets the mask back. But
Uncle Chris should be here by now.
but she then decides to be a superhero at the quote unquote end. She then decides to do the right thing by the end. Then you got the third episode. Which you're watching now. In this episode, this is the Big Lucha Royale episode. Love this episode because this episode features lots of awesome Lucha Libre action. Probably has the most action of any episode. In this episode, the main plot is Ultraviolet is trying to adjust spending time with her family, trying to find the balance between spending time with her family and superhero life, and wants Cruz to do the same thing. So she has Cruz, who I keep forgetting is also her uncle, to spend time with the quote unquote family. They go to a Lucha Libre match where Brandon Russell thinks he found his crush, but it turns out the crush likes bad guys and the family likes heroes. So yeah, that's this episode. Another great episode. Then you have episode 4, the big sleepover episode. It's the first episode where Maya and Ultraviolet sort of fight where they go to a sleepover and Violet has more fun than quote unquote Maya, even really doing something to humiliate Maya at the sleepover. That's all I remember. This was the weakest, but it was another good episode. It wasn't bad by any means. Then you have the 5th episode, one of the best and one of the most memorable. This video took so long because I kept forgetting which spot this episode goes in, and then this is episode where Violet, the main plot has Violet learning about the existence of other masks and trying to find the quote unquote
This is where you told me you
trying to
were
find the people behind the mask. She suspects Santiago, my boy Santiago, is one of the guys behind the mask. Is one of the guys behind the mask. However, he is not. However, this leads to several mishaps with them spying on him, with them quote unquote spying on him. But he's not the viewer. Meanwhile, in this episode, Black Scorpion and Ultraviolet keep encountering this annoying prankster superhero name. I keep forgetting what his name is. Luchador, who pulls pranks on quote unquote people. Black Scorpion can't stand him. Ultraviolet likes him. However, the superhero earns Black Scorpion's respect at the end when he helps them fight crime. However, Ultraviolet begins to hate him when he pranks her by gluing her feet and boots to the floor, gluing her boots to the quote unquote floor. So yeah, this was the first 5 episodes. Awesome way to start the series. Now for the next 5. Hey everybody, it's time for the second and final part to my quote unquote ultraviolet and Black Scorpion Ultra and Black Scorpion review. The episode 9, the most memorable one for me, Cascada will quote unquote play the episode Cascada will play quote unquote in the background. Yeah, this is the second part to my season 1 of Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion late out-of-date post-reaction and review. Meant to do all these episodes when they premiere, but personal problems and other factors like the previous sitcom Villains of Valley View, which was terrible. That Villains of Valley View is usually always a terrible entry into Black Scorpion, into quote unquote Black Scorpion. But this is the last 5 episodes. After this, Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion will take a hiatus and I guess return later this year, as with the Villains of Valley View and quote unquote Raven's Home. So with that being said, let's get started right now.
So, I'm gonna have to take that watch back. I have to help everyone, even jerks. It's the whole superhero thing.
You've been working this neighborhood for weeks. How many watches does one guy need?
Hey everybody,
Personally, I find
it's
you
now
can't have too
time
many
for
acceptable.
my review. The first episode was Chrissy Gibby, something like that. What was this episode about?
In case you're not getting it, this is the part where you escape.
What was this episode about again? Oh man. What was it about? Let me look it up again. Hold on.
Another Super Lucha? Who is she?
I don't know, but I don't like her already. She's clearly a rudo.
Don't assume.
Oh yeah, that episode.
I am Cascada.
It was this was the big gossip episode. Someone is spewing gossip about Ultraviolet, is spewing negative gossip about Ultraviolet. And Ultraviolet initially listens to the help of Black Scorpion. Black Scorpion refuses to intervene because negative blogging is not really a crime. So Ultraviolet and Maya agree to quote unquote bust or what you call it. They go through various suspects and they narrow it down to two. And the last suspect is the annoying hall monitor, Louis Leon, something like that. I think that's his name. He becomes one of the main antagonists and pretty much is the teenage Jameson to Ultraviolet's what's his name. He's not like a worldwide threat. He's not like a worldwide villain threat, but he's a terrible blogger who is determined to spite and destroy Ultraviolet's quote-unquote reputation.
Why don't we leave it there for now?
Reputation, and this plot continues another episode this season. Then you got the next one, the Ultraviolet, the Ultra Matchmaker, where because of his life as a superhero, Black Scorpion Cruz had to break off a relationship with his previous girlfriend. So Ultraviolet goes on a hilarious quest to quote-unquote try to match him up with a new this leads to several lyrics which have including trying to match Black Scorpion up with their volleyball. I think she plays volleyball. Their volleyball and gym teacher, the Asian teacher, Everline Park. I think that's her name, portrayed by Jane Chung, something like that. Yeah, this was another great episode. Then you have the next one, Ultraviolet Unmasked. This is quote-unquote, this is quote-unquote the sequel to the previous one I mentioned.
Always volunteer for that fundraiser.
The Louis Leon, the main antagonist, he returns in this episode once again.
It might help if I have him there.
He's also revealed to be part of the newspaper, is determined to get a story, up and to unmask who Ultraviolet is.
Military families in need.
Who quote-unquote Ultraviolet is, and I think he somehow accidentally unmasks Ultraviolet and plans to reveal her identity. So it's up to Ultraviolet and Maya to quote-unquote infiltrate his house as civilians, and get to his computer and delete the quote-unquote photo. So they succeed. After a daring adventure, they succeed, but in the process they ruin Louis Leon's reputation as a newspaper, and everyone scoffs at Louis Leon, and they feel bad, so they decide to try to help him restore his reputation, and then Louis Leon, then Ultraviolet, then confronts him as the Ultraviolet superhero, and the two quote-unquote reconcile, and Louis Leon and Ultraviolet, this is Louis Leon, not to reveal the photo or her secret identity. But Louis Leon only agrees if Ultraviolet gives him a quote-unquote ride around, a speed ride around the city again. Everything appears to be great until the end, where it turns out Louis Leon lied and said Ultraviolet severely injured him, and not only is he determined to reveal her identity, but she's a menace. She's a menace to society. She's a menace to society, and both Ultraviolet and Maya both agree that Louis Leon is the worst. Louis Leon is the worst, which Maya's been seeing the entire episode, but Ultraviolet was like, nah, he's not, was always taking pity on him, and finally, she's forced to agree with Maya that he is the worst. Episode 9, Cascada.
We're family.
Cascada. This is the episode you're watching in the background now, the most memorable episode. There's Ultraviolet, one night while fighting crime, Black Scorpion and Ultraviolet meet a female luchador, I keep forgetting, a female luchador who actually assists the robber and helps the robber escape with some watches. Black Scorpion immediately thinks she's a Rudo, but it turns out she's not a hero. She's an anti-hero. She's an anti-hero because she says how do we know he was an actual criminal and wasn't trying to feed his family. Black Scorpion thinks thinks this female is bad news and doesn't want Ultraviolet, what you call it, the female wants to teach Ultraviolet the right way to being a superhero, that Black Scorpion's ways are old, outdated, and black and white, and the world isn't quote-unquote like that. The world isn't quote-unquote like that. So,
I hope they have a
oh
famous
yeah,
animal there.
Ultraviolet has a charity event that she wants to go to. But she wants to go to as Ultraviolet, the Ultraviolet superhero. Black Scorpion forbids to say you can attend a charity event as yourself, but not with the superhero, not with the superhero gimmick. Maybe that's not how they serve the city. They serve the city in a different
You want to
way.
go as Violet,
That's not how they serve the
volunteer you
city.
can. But
However,
not
what
as
you gotta
Ultraviolet.
convince her to go along in that Black Scorpion
Back to
Cruz's
training.
ways are old. Black Cruz ways are old. So she agrees. So at the end, quote unquote,
Feeling extra motivated.
the female, I think Cascada is her name. I think the luchador's name. She steals a watch from her. She steals a watch. She steals a watch from Ultraviolet. She steals a watch from Ultraviolet. She steals something from Maya's charity, Maya and Ultraviolet's charity event. And Ultraviolet still goes to the event as quote unquote
Forget Black Scorpion.
Ultraviolet. At the end of the episode, it's revealed that Cascada is the current girl Cruz Black Scorpion is seeing, quote unquote seeing. The next episode,
I'm raising money for military
the
families.
next episode, Cascada returns in this episode and once again tries to teach Ultraviolet her ways of being a luchador and hero. However, Black Scorpion forbids it, and Black Scorpion bans Ultraviolet from seeing her, from seeing that woman. Ultraviolet disobeys him anyway and sees that woman and then begins doing things Cascada's way, and Cascada accidentally gets her into trouble by confronting her, helping her confront a dangerous, powerful bad guy that Black Scorpion comes to see. Black Scorpion sees and beats down. When Black Scorpion sees and saves Ultraviolet together, Cascada and the Black Scorpion team up and defeat the powerful threat. And Black Scorpion at the end agrees. It's just happy that Violet is safe. Violet agrees with him that everything he said was right, and Black Scorpion compromises by saying, yeah, he is too overprotective. And that's how the mid-season finale is. This was my post-reaction review of the mid-season one and season one finale of the first 10 episodes of season 1 of Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion. I'll review the rest when the episodes air. All right, if you don't hear the rest of the music, turn the video off right now. All of these episodes were awesome, by the way.
So where's Danny? Look, we didn't make him come. You kids don't want to hang out with bold guys like him.